Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. I'm in the process of turning this big pallet into garden obelisks, which is a video I've been talking about now for a few weeks. Well, I'm finally getting on with it, and this will be finished tomorrow and the video will be out next week. Anyway, it's Saturday evening and I just wanted to bring you up to speed with some surprises I found in my garden this week. Let's start off at the front of the cottage in the parterre garden, where the first surprise is down here. Look at this hydrangea annabele, which I pruned right down to the ground, is springing back into life. But that's not the only thing that's springing back into life. Look at the box hedge here. Look, all this lovely fresh growth all coming up. I've just fed all this, but look at this here. This is a cute little thing. Look, poking its little head up there. Hyacinth. And while we're down here, look at this, a little baby plant emerging from the bottom of that one. Similarly, over here we have two more. And whilst we're out here, let's have a look at a cactus. Now that is a black tree Aeonium, which I think I've killed, but look at this cactus here. Look. All these little green dots starting to emerge from its surface. Look, I don't know what they are. I'm not an expert on this plant. I was given this plant, but look at that. Can you see? I think that sign is that it's a sign of life. This is not dead. And when I was given this, it had no roots on the bottom. I've just sat it on some soil. Anyway, let's move on to the next little surprise. Now I've just brought the Agapanthus out. It's time. But look at these old flowers here, look. And look at these. If I just pinch one off and show you that, look at those seeds there. We should be able to sow those. So I'm going to come out this week and gather a few and get them sown. See if we can get some Agapanthus out of them. These are 2U plants which I've just planted up. Bought these half price. Right, let's go and find the next little surprise. So we are going into the fern garden, the back of the cottage now. And here are our tree ferns, but just look at this down here in the ground. All these are shuttlecock ferns which have come up. And then look down there, hostas, and that is an arum lily. Spring is finally upon us. Wonderful times ahead. And look down here in the top of this tree fern, a green frond. This is about to spring open into a lovely big green canopy. Wonderful. And whilst we're here, we might just as well have a look down here underneath this fern and see more hostas. These are giant hostas, Jurassic Park and Empress Woo, and they are supposed to be slug and snail resistant. Wonderful. So that's the fern garden springing into life, and this is my Jurassic jungle garden. Right, look at these. Voodoo lilies, a new arrival. And about a week ago, it was that tall. Look at that. It's springing up. It remains to be seen how well they do out here. Look at that. Tetrapanax. Sometimes this dies back down to the ground. Other times, if you protect the trunk, it carries on growing from the top. Look at this. These leaves will be 18 inches in span. Now, just to prove the point, that's one where the trunk was protected and it's growing from the top. Down here is a baby, a run-off pup. And on that one, the trunk was not protected and it died. But it's growing from the bottom. Can you see there? Again, we'll have a similar large leaf plant just there. Now the next surprise I want to show you is down here by the wildlife pond. I put some snake's head fritillaries in. I thought they'd gone, but look what's happened this week. Look at that there. A snake's head fritillary has popped up through the grass. Now, the interesting thing about these is last year when I bought them, they'd already gone to seed and they had seed heads on the top. So I picked the seed heads off and I planted the seeds, and let me show you now what's happened to those seeds. And here they are planted in this seed tray, and look at that. It looks like grass, but each one of those is a snake's head fritillary. There's another pot of them down here. Try and get the camera to get the exposure right and you'll be able to see them. Can you see there, look? I did a video on this, you can find it on my channel, but harvested the seeds from a seed pod. And with a bit of luck now, I will end up with a lot more free snake's head fritillaries, and my intention is to put these into the lawn so that they can naturalise. Got something else to show you here. I tried to do some perennial crops last year. These are my raised beds. Now look at this. Excuse the mess, I've been tidying up today, but look at this. This is chard. I thought it had all died back, so I was quite brutal with it. I cut it all, and it's all starting to grow back from the centre. So this perennial crop of chard is going to keep me in greens all year now. What you do is you wait till it grows, then you cut the outside leaves off and eat them, and then the middle ones grow up and become outside leaves. I've got some parsley here which survived the winter, and also some little baby kales. That's also a perennial crop apparently, and it's doing all right despite the winter time. Right, you want to see my asparagus? This never ceases to amaze me, asparagus. Look at these. I don't know if you can see them because it's purple. We got purple there, there's a purple one there, and all these purple ones here. I've already had 7 spears off this, and up at the top there, some green. Another surprising thing in this bed is that's a hydrangea annabele. I literally just shoved it in and it's taken 3 plants. Wonderful. Now these are my agaves and I left them out all winter, and you can see I think the main plant is done for, dead as a dodo. But look at that, look, can you see there a little baby coming up? There's another one here, and I dare say we'll eventually get several more popping up from around the edge. So if your agave looks like that, don't give up on it. Dig it up, replant it, and hope for the best. And look at that, don't overwater it. Right, look at this here half barrel. Last year's antirrhinums there, and a lupin coming back, and there's a hollyhock coming back. So again, value for money plants. I'll get twice the value out of that. Now I did some air layering last year. I wasn't really very hopeful, but I should have been, because that is the plant that I air layered. And if I get it to sit on there without falling off, look at that, it's sprouting. You see, I air layered it. It's a free Catinus smoke bush, Indian smoke bush. Wonderful. And there's another one down here. I'm waiting for that one to sprout. I'm very happy with that. I'm nearly done with my surprises, but here's a couple more for you. These are holly cuttings which I took 18 months ago. There were 5 in here. One is dead, and 1, 2, 3, 4 are still alive. And look at that tiny little fresh leaf down there by my finger. Can you see it? Holly cuttings, wonderful. There's the bamboo I rescued. That's doing really well too. Lots of fresh new growth coming from the bottom and also up here near the top. Right, Paulownia. Let's go and have a look at that. The foxglove tree. I'm about to finish this pond off for those of you that were waiting, but look at this, the foxglove tree here by the pond. Look at this. Dozens and dozens of buds. Now that can be pollarded. It's a very fast growing tree and it can be pollarded right back down to here. But if you do that, you lose the flowers. My intentions this year is to let it grow and try and get some foxglove tree flowers on it. And there's a helicopter going over, making quite a bit of noise. A final surprise before I come back on camera and say goodbye to you. Down here by the wildlife pond, a rheum. I thought that was dead, but look, nature is a powerful force. It will keep coming back if you let it. And there's a rheum coming up, lovely deep red leaves, and it won't be long before we get frogs, toads and newts in here. They're a bit late this year, I have to say, but I have noticed a couple of ducks and I hope they're not putting them off. Right, let me come back on camera and say goodbye. So there we go, lots of wonderful surprises in my garden at the moment. A sure sign that spring is definitely here. and I can't wait to get out in the garden and do some more proper gardening after a long cold winter. Don't forget, every Sunday now I'm doing a Sunday summary and signposting for busy subscribers. So if you don't want to watch all my videos, because I know I publish a lot, you can just watch that one and see what's coming up. I'll see you soon for some more garden surprise adventures. Bye for now.